Imagine, for just a second, looking out your window right after the sun dips below the horizon. As the light fades and those shadows start to stretch out, the entire dynamic of your neighborhood fundamentally shifts. We often think of safety as a given, right? Like it's just our default state of being. But true safety in our modern, complex world, it's really an art form. It's a carefully constructed shield. Today, drawing from the incredibly powerful insights of Ikendeo TV's The Sentinel Shield, we're going to explore the absolute critical elements of that shield. I'll be your guide, your personal security expert, as we walk through the invisible systems, the physical barriers, and the digital walls that stand between your family and the unknown. We are going to build your modern family fortress, step by step.
Okay, let's dive into this. We really need to anchor our mindset with this core philosophy from Ikendeo TV. Stay alert, stay prepared, stay safe. It sounds incredibly simple, doesn't it? Almost like basic common sense. But there's actually a profound difference between just hoping you're safe and actively living out this mantra. Being alert means you're acknowledging that vulnerabilities literally exist all around us. Being prepared means you've taken the concrete steps to fortify those vulnerabilities way before anything actually happens. In a world where threats can range from a physical intrusion to a silent digital theft, this isn't just some catchy phrase. It is the fundamental mindset required for modern survival. If you really want to protect your home and your loved ones, your mindset has got to shift from passive expectation to active preparation.
To truly understand home security, we first kind of have to zoom out and look at the macro environment. Picture a quiet city at 2 in the morning. It looks peaceful, almost entirely still. But beneath that quiet surface, there's an invisible, high-tech pulse. The modern urban landscape is constantly under watch by this massive, interconnected net of surveillance. You've got high-flying drones mapping out aerial views, CCTV cameras monitoring the intersections, and highly advanced AI security systems using facial recognition to process millions of data points every single second. This sprawling, relentless net of smart surveillance is what protects the broader society while we all sleep. It's a massive shield. But here is the critical realization. Those citywide systems are designed to protect public spaces, the infrastructure, the commercial hubs. They stop right at your property line. Which brings us to the most vital question of all. The city might have an invisible high-tech net, but how secure is your own home? Think about it for a minute. When you close and lock your door at night, are you relying solely on the city's infrastructure to keep you safe, or have you extended that shield over your own family? Your home is your sanctuary. It's your personal fortress. And just like any real fortress, it requires its own dedicated systems, its own perimeters, and its own vigilant defense. So let's look at exactly how we build that perimeter.
The very first rule of modern home protection is understanding how threats actually operate. Criminals are by nature opportunistic. They are actively looking for the path of least resistance. Therefore, your first line of defense isn't some secret weapon. It's highly visible deterrence. We're talking about prominently placed CCTV cameras, blaring alarm systems, physical gated access control, and even trained security dogs. When an intruder evaluates a target, they're constantly calculating risk. If they see a protected building, they will almost always bypass it for an easier, unprotected target down the street. It's a simple psychological game. You want your property to loudly communicate to anyone watching, this home is alert, this home is prepared, move along. Visible security doesn't just record a crime. Its primary job is to prevent it from ever happening in the first place.
Now, to a homeowner, deep shadows might just look like a dark yard. But to an intruder, a shadow is a hiding place. It's a golden opportunity. Criminals absolutely love the dark corners of a property where they can work completely unseen. You have got to strip away those hiding spots. Strategic, bright illumination is absolutely crucial. You need motion sensor lights flooding those dark corners of your yard, illuminating the pathways, and actively neutralizing any potential cover. A well-lit exterior drastically increases the risk for an intruder, effectively turning your landscaping itself into an active security measure. All right, let's transition from the physical yard to the digital interior. It is so easy to focus solely on heavy locks and bright lights, but the absolute most dangerous vulnerabilities in your modern home are entirely invisible. As our homes get smarter, filled with internet-connected appliances, phones, computers, we're opening up brand new doors for threats. Hackers and sophisticated digital attacks, they don't need to break a window. They travel through invisible data streams directly into your living room. The modern family's biggest vulnerability is often their very own home Wi-Fi network. If an intruder gains access to your network, they aren't stealing your TV. Actually, scratch that. They don't care about your TV. They are stealing your identity, your financial data, and your family's personal privacy.
The ultimate defense against those invisible threats is your firewall. Now, what's really interesting about this is that you shouldn't just think of a firewall as a boring piece of software. Think of it as a heavy, impenetrable steel vault door for your family's personal digital information. A firewall is a critical network security system that constantly monitors incoming and outgoing traffic, and it blocks unauthorized access to your data. Just as you would never leave your physical front door wide open in the middle of the night, you simply cannot leave your digital front door open. A properly configured firewall stands guard 24/7, inspecting every single packet of data trying to enter your home and slamming the vault shut on absolutely anything malicious.
So how exactly do we lock down your personal devices and secure that digital front door? Well, it happens in 3 vital steps. Step 1. Build awareness. You and your family absolutely must know what phishing emails, suspicious links, and digital attacks look like. Human error is almost always the hacker's easiest way in. Step 2. Activate those home Wi-Fi firewalls. You need to go into your router settings, ensure the built-in firewall is actually active, change those default passwords immediately, and hide your network. Step 3. Utilize AI cyber protection. Modern antivirus and anti-malware software often use artificial intelligence to predict and neutralize threats way before they even reach your device. By combining human awareness with automated AI defenses, you're creating an incredibly hostile environment for any lurking digital threat.
But listen, the crucial point here is that a comprehensive safety mindset doesn't just look outward at the intruders and the hackers. It also has to look inward. A true family fortress is heavily prepared for internal emergencies. True security means having functioning fire alarms on every single level of the home. It means conducting actual, physical emergency drills with your children. Do they know exactly what to do if the smoke alarm starts screaming at 3 a.m.? It means having clear, practiced evacuation plans and a designated meeting spot outside. Because if you have the best cameras and the strongest firewalls, but you don't have a fire escape plan, your shield is incomplete. Disaster preparedness is an essential, non-negotiable pillar of modern safety. The ultimate goal of everything we've discussed today, it is absolutely not a state of paranoia. It's peace of mind. When you combine those visible, physical deterrents, strategic lighting, ironclad digital firewalls, and comprehensive emergency plans, the suspense of the night just fades away. Strong security awareness allows families to live securely and comfortably. It literally transforms anxiety into empowerment. And when individual families take responsibility for their own fortresses, we collectively build stronger, safer, and far more resilient modern communities. Which leaves us with this final, pivotal question. Are you ready to build your modern family fortress today? We've stripped away the illusions and looked at the harsh reality of modern threats. You now understand the power of visible deterrence, the absolute necessity of illuminating the shadows, the critical importance of a digital vault door for your Wi-Fi, and the life-saving value of a solid emergency plan. Don't wait for a vulnerability to be exploited. Look at your perimeter tonight, check your network settings today. Stay alert, stay prepared, and take the actionable steps to ensure your family stays safe. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.